Welcome back. So happening right now, Minneapolis Fire Department is welcoming almost 24 new cadets to their team. Among them, 2 Marines, 2 women, a civil engineer, and a wind turbine repairman. Different backgrounds, one shared goal. Here's Gordon Severson.
This latest class of Minneapolis firefighters includes 18 cadets who come from a wide variety of backgrounds. A few of them shared their stories with us of why they wanted to be a Minneapolis firefighter. There are many reasons why people answer the call to serve their community.
I mean, ever since I was a kid, it's a job that I've, thought would be really great for me.
Michael Peterson was born and raised in Minneapolis, and he always dreamed of serving his hometown. His service began at Minneapolis Public Schools.
I did kindergarten through 5th grade special education.
He's now switching from kids in classrooms to fire stations and saving lives.
Being out in the community, you need to have patience, you need to have the understanding and just like the humanity behind it all.
But for 4 of these cadets, service is in their blood.
Next, I'd like to bring up Captain Kalimba Edwards and her son, Ty Cobb.
Cobb grew up watching his mother serve.
I just always noticed that my mom loves to help people.
He was there as a baby when she received her badge.
Showed a picture in there of me when I was an infant and she was getting pinned.
And now she has the honor of pinning her son.
So it feels like it's all come full circle now. It feels really good.
For many of the cadets, graduation is a dream come true.
An active job where you get to be out, engaged in the community.
To be a part of something bigger than themselves and to serve with bravery and courage.
And this is a city that made me who I am, and I get to give back, which is what it's all about.
Now, to be a Minneapolis firefighter, these cadets first had to pass a test, and then they joined a waiting list. And as openings came up, the fire department would call people on that list. Some of these cadets had to wait several years for the chance to serve their community. Gordon Severson, KARE 11 News.
Thanks, Gordon. Speaking of community, tonight, neighborhoods across the country and here at home will come together for National Night Out. This is a time when police departments meet up with the people they serve to have a little bit more of a personal interaction. National Night Out's been celebrated since 1984, and it's built to sense the community between officers and their neighbors and neighbors with each other. Here in the Twin Cities, so many neighborhoods will be hosting events. For a full list, you can go to National Night Out's website. Well, we all know the restaurant business is notoriously tough. Imagine trying to run one, though, when you're going through one of the most difficult times in your life. And that's the situation that recently happened in Hudson, Wisconsin. But as Boyd Huppert reports, the town's teenagers not only rallied to save their cafe, but its owner as well.
In Hudson, Wisconsin, there's a cafe.
Urban Olive and Vine, how can I help you?
With a reputation.
My name is Lily Benzer and I'm 18 years old.
Teenagers.
My name is Tori and I'm 17.
Lainey, and I'm 16 years old.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
Right now we're up to 30.
Chad Trainer.
So yeah, 30 teenagers.
And wife Carol built their business with teen employees.
I'm Acacia and I'm 17.
14 to 18 really.
Joe and 15 years old.
They soak up information. They want to learn. They want to do well.
And then the teens who helped build their business saved their business.
In this room on September 28th, she collapsed on the floor and had a grand mal seizures.
Carol would spend the next 8 months in the hospital, mostly in Minneapolis, and mostly in a coma with Chad bedside.
Not once. I didn't ask one teenager to do anything extra.
He didn't have to.
They just did it.
This is the pantry.
For 8 months, their teens essentially ran their place.
I don't really think about things very much. I just kind of go.
Acacia started arriving at 5:30 to open.
She's a great leader.
Joe and the other homeschoolers kept things going during the day.
And that one doesn't get anything on the top.
And everyone took on new roles.
Now do a little drizzle.
They trained each other, came up with the specials, and kept Carol's plants alive.
Me and Tori, mainly, we would go shopping for Chad. I have pictures of like my huge carts of stuff, and like my car would be full of stuff.
And then I like look in here and see if anything needs to get paid or anything.
Jobs they lifted off the shoulders of Carol and Chad.
It's a family here.
Carol and Chad's family.
Carol always offered help with like school homework and just like life in general.
Carol and Chad sponsored their pageants and never missed their school sports and performances.
It's almost unfair for it not to be reciprocated back to them.
I mean, we didn't know at the time my wife was dying. And they just thought they were helping out because she needed help. You know, they needed to think it's covered till she came back.
Carol did not come back. In May, she died at 58.
She was just a really amazing person.
Lily and all the other teenagers attended Carol's funeral. Then the teens got back to work, still pausing occasionally so they can lean on each other.
I knew we would all not do good today. We're not even cutting onions yet. I know.
Without them, the restaurant would not exist.
Thank you.
These kids became adults and ran our business and took care of me.
Urban Olive and Vine can be found in the heart of Hudson.
Will you leave a cup for me?
Run by the teens at the heart of Urban Olive and Vine.
I love them like they're my own kids.
Boyd Carol 11 News.
Hi,
Hudson.
I'm Jewel. I'll be your server today.
Beautiful story. Stick with us. More news and weather coming up after the break.